I'm doing well today. How are you, teacher?
I am doing good. I'm just a little warm.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, but please call me Jerry, okay? It's okay.
Yes.
Call me Jerry.
Jerry, yes.
Yes. So, how was your day?
It's good day because I'm stay home all day and doing something with my parents.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's always nice when you can do things with your parents.
Yes, it's good for me. Yes.
Right.
Yes,
My parents are in America.
Oh, yes.
And I'm here in the Philippines.
Yes.
And right now the only time I get to do something with my parents is when I see them on video 2 or 3 days a week.
Yes.
But at least I know they're okay, even though I'm far from home.
Yes, because I think right now the internet is developing. Yes, and
Right.
yes, and you can call them every time you want.
Right, right, exactly. And the next time I'll be talking with my parents will be Saturday morning. Yeah. So, I like to make sure they're okay, especially since they're getting up there in age. Uh, my dad will be 83 and my mom will be 80. So, I like to make sure they're okay and they don't need anything. And if they do, even though I'm a long distance from them, I still try and get them what they need if they need anything.
Wow, yes.
But right now it's pretty bad with the COVID. They've got 1.3 million cases, and they say that America is number one at everything. Well, that must be true because they're the number one in the most cases throughout the whole world.
Yes.
I know that's.
Yes, I know that.
I know it's kind of weird to think about it like that, but it is true. My country is the one with the most cases. But anyway, I'm glad that I was asked to be your teacher tonight, and it gave me a chance to meet somebody new.
Yes.
Yeah, I like meeting new people. Yes. I used to teach English for Chinese, and then I got involved with Arava Academy, and I like teaching and working with the Vietnamese more than I do the Chinese.
Oh.
Yes. Because the Chinese, they don't want to have a good time in class, they think everything is just so serious. And it's like, wait a minute. You can laugh with me, it's okay, no problem, loosen up, relax. but with the Vietnamese people, I don't have to say that. It just automatically comes naturally.
Oh yes, thank you for your love Vietnamese people. Yes.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yes, yeah, thank you. For me, maybe it's a long time I didn't stay home with my parents because I'm really busy for my job in the big city. But
What kind of work do you do?
no, but for now, coronavirus are coming and all. I'm employee person. Yes, and I stay home now.
Okay, but what kind of work do you do? What do you do at your job?
I'm a teacher.
Oh,
Yes, I'm a teacher.
are you an English teacher?
My English skill is not good. I'm a biology teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
Well,
the last time I taught in the secondary school is in my hometown. Yes.
awesome. Wow. Now you're the first one that I've been with that's also a teacher. Except you teach something different than I do. That's it.
No.
But before I became, an online English teacher,
Oh,
I had my own construction company in America. And what I would do is I would renovate and remodel old homes, and I would build new homes.
yes.
So when I came here to the Philippines, I gave that up, and I started getting bored here, and I was looking for something to do. And this was back in 2016, and nobody wanted an American doing any construction work here, which is fine, no problem. So I get an email from a school in China asking if I would be interested in teaching English. So I'm thinking, teach English? Me? So about a few days went by and I answered the email and I told them, okay, I'll give it I'll see, if I like it or not. Well, 4 years later, I'm still doing it, but this time it's with the Vietnamese. So, I think the biggest part I like about teaching English is I get to meet, different people, different nationalities, and learn a little bit about, their culture, their customs, how they
Yes.
do things in their country, and it's real interesting. I like it.
Yes, English teacher. English. Yes, I think your job is a good job because you can understand other country.
Right, right. And some people, if I have a couple people with me and say I'm talking to a Filipino, okay? And they look at me and they're like this. What did they just say? And they could be speaking English,
Yes.
And I'll look at them. It's like, don't worry, I understand them. Even if somebody speaks broken English, as long as I can understand you, you're fine. And and also if I start speaking some Filipino, people that don't know nothing about the language, they look at me like, how do you do that? What did they say? But when you spend enough time in another country, of course, you're gonna pick up some of the language, and then start learning it by listening and trying to, speak like they do, But one of my Chinese students tried to teach me some Chinese, and I couldn't do it. I mean, I just couldn't. It was too hard. It was too difficult for me.
Can you speak the Chinese language?
The only thing in Chinese that I never forgot was to say hello. And how you say hello in Chinese is Ji Hao. Ji Hao.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Oh, so you speak Chinese.
I have one friend. She came from Chinese.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And one of the people with the academy, when I first started, me and him talked on video for a while, to get to know each other, and see how the other one is, and things you do, when you're doing, online employment. And he looked at me and he asked me, he goes, what kind of, something like, what kind of food do you eat at Tet? At where? Is Tet like a restaurant? And he said, no. He said, that's Vietnamese for New Year's. Oh, okay. So I know one word in Vietnam, well, in Vietnamese, and it's Tet. That's it.
That's fine.
So at least I know one word in Vietnamese, But anyway, I do believe that if my information is correct, you were doing the intermediate conversations, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure with you, okay? And I do believe also that you are here on lesson 4. Your lesson 4 and lesson 5. Am I right? Is that correct? Okay. Well, on lesson 4, we're gonna see how you introduce the family, okay?
Teacher.
Yes.
In the last time I just finished lesson 1.
Oh, it was just lesson 1?
Yes.
Okay.
And,
okay.
I finished activity 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. So
now we can start at activity 4, 5, and lesson 2.
Okay, lesson 2. Okay, lesson 2, right here. Am correct? Lesson 2, activity 4.
No, lesson 1, activity 4.
Lesson 1, right here. Okay, all right. Okay, then this is greetings then. All right. Okay. Number 4. Let's talk. Excuse me. What is the Vietnamese custom in greeting people? How do you greet somebody in Vietnam? Do you say good morning or good afternoon? Do you say hello, how are you? How do you greet somebody in Vietnam?
The Vietnamese custom in greeting people is that shaking hands, like other country in the world.
Right,
And
it's like
I usually greet the other older people than me by folding my arms and bowing.
like this.
Yes, like it and this.
Right.
And when I meet close friends, I usually greet by hugging and smiling.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And for strange, by shaking hand, and sometimes I just smile slightly. And when I greet co-workers by shaking hand and smiling.
Okay.
And especially when I greet my boss,
Okay.
I usually bow it.
Okay. You mean bow.
Yes, wow.
Okay. What about greeting people older than you?
I usually folding and bow.
Okay, well, you don't have to bow to me, okay? you don't have to do that with me.
Thank you.
Say that again.
How old are you, teacher?
I am 52 years old.
52?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I'm 52 years old.
Wow, you're still young.
Thank you. Now that just made my day. Thank you. But sometimes I feel that like I'm older than that, because sometimes I just don't want to do anything. I just feel so lazy, and but thank you for that. That made me happy tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, great. Awesome. Okay. Describe the photo to me.
When I look the picture, I guess a man and a woman are greeting by shaking hands, maybe in the company. Yes, and they look really lively.
Okay. They are dressed in business clothes.
Yes, business clothes.
What kind of business are they working in? What kind of business do you think?
Maybe I think they are stoker.
Okay. All right.
I believe that.
All right, well, that's fine. You know, there's no wrong answer with that. Okay. Okay. You know, it could even be, you know, a big insurance company. It could be an attorney's office. It could be anything. You know, it could be anything. Well, I think you did very well with number 4 and number 5. You did very well with that.
Yes,
So what we're going to do, we're going to continue on and see if you do just as well. Okay?
Yes.
So this one here is greetings part 2. Okay?
Yes.
Repeat after me, Cherry. Hey, Henry. That's a nice dress you've got on.
Hey, Henry, that's a nice dress you've got on.
I wonder if his wife knows he wears a dress. I don't know. Well, thank you. Thanks so much for coming to my farewell party.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming to farewell party.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do.
You've always been a good coworker.
You've always been a good coworker.
So, are you all ready for your big move?
So, are you all ready for your big move?
No, not at all. I still have to pack my luggage.
No, not at all. I still have to pack my luggage.
Good, good. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Just keep in touch. Don't be a stranger now. Visit me when you can.
Just keep in touch. Don't be a stranger now. Visit me when you can.
Awesome. Okay. Now you be Henry, okay? Hey, Henry. That's a nice dress you've got on.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming to my farewell party.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do.
You've always been a good coworker.
So, are you all ready for your big move?
No, not at all. I still have to pack my luggage.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Just keep in touch. Don't be a stranger now. Visit me when you can.
Great, great. Now you be Jack and I'll be Henry.
Yes. Hey, Henry. That's a nice dress you've got on.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming to my farewell party.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do.
You've always been a good coworker.
So, are you all ready for your big move?
No, not at all. I still have to pack my luggage.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Just keep in touch. Don't be a stranger now. Visit me when you can. You did great. You did great.
Hey, Stephen.
Oh, well, if I feel you've done a good job, I'm going to let you know you've done a good job, Cherry. Now, today's phrase is the least I could do. Okay? Thank you for your help. It's the least I could do for a neighbor.
Thank you for all your help. It's